We're here to pitch our project, our startup, to angel investors with our team.
68% of Danes engage in sports. 41% of them are actually members of a sports club.
I'm here today because I have brought this electric skateboard.
The world needs a global standard for buying sports, and that's what we're bringing.
The startup scene in Copenhagen has a new co-working space dedicated for tech startups. Rainmaking Loft is the biggest co-working space in Scandinavia with other 2 subsidiaries in London and Berlin. Copenhagen for the Win organized a cross-border event together with Malmo startups, where the purpose was to connect tech-savvy angels investors with 12 ambitious tech startups. CPH for the Win is a neutral non-profit grassroots initiative that aims to strengthen the startup ecosystem of Copenhagen. We interviewed some of the participants. Let's see what they're working on.
Street Cooler is water vending machine, which is going to be placed outdoor on the most popular running routes, according to Edmondo. So people have more access to clean water, drinkable water, outdoor when they're running, when they're doing sports outside. You become a subscriber, you can use all machines in the park, in different parks or something.
So will this be placed only in the parks or all over Copenhagen?
We will start with the parks and with runners, but then later on we're gonna expand and put it in some playgrounds on the streets, so people can access water everywhere.
How do you avoid people getting the water without paying?
We just hope that they are earnest and they will support our initiative. We got awesome team, like 6 people. Some of them join us here today. So very international, very dedicated, motivated, and we know each other for a while, and we worked before as well.
Is there anybody else who does this? Do you have any competitors?
No. I mean, we have some bottled water competitors. We have some ugly old tap water competitors, or basically nobody do that in Denmark at least.
We know that personalized sports is on the rise. But it's only a fraction, a small fraction of athletes out there, gifted athletes who have their own e-commerce platform. And the same basically goes for each sports club or venue that you can find out there in the market. They haven't really adapted to the new realities that we're facing right now, where customers want to buy within a couple of clicks. So usually, if you want a membership in a sports club, it takes 20 clicks to actually buy yourself a membership. The world needs a global standard for buying sports, and that's what we're bringing. So we connect top athletes, sports clubs out there, and regular active users of sports and physical activity. We connect them in an ecosystem and make it easy for everybody to buy from each other. And we'll change the way that you access sports, buy sports memberships, and exercise regularly. What do the athletes say to this? When we present them with the idea, they say, "This is sick. This is super cool. This is sick." That's what a Generation Y would say when something is really cool. They say, "This is mega cool." They say, "Wow, this is an option for me. It's a possibility for me to actually broadcast myself. I get a profile page. People can add me to a basket and check out." And in Denmark, we can use mobile pay, and that's so easy to use. 68% of Danes engage in sports. 41% of them are actually members of a sports club. There are 11,000 sports clubs out there in need of our product right now, and they spend 15 billion Danish kroner on sports and goods every year.
Can you imagine 10% of Copenhagen's population do running, and there's approximately 200 competitions each year which involves running. Street Cooler will be placed in the most popular running routes according to applications like Endomondo and Nike Plus. It has simple installation. It will have subscription-based membership. Our members will have RFID tags on membership bracelets.
I'm here today because I have brought this electric skateboard. It's a prototype. It's all 3D printed. I can just quickly... So it's talking with my mobile phone. It's two-way communication. And when I tilt the phone, basically it's going. And when I hold it up, it's braking. So I can do it again just for a quick demonstration. This is basically very advanced Legos. So if you want to make a vehicle, like not just acting like an electric bike, a little bit more complex with sensors, with computers that are doing advanced things like this one, then basically you can build it with those Legos. So this is one example. and it's a skateboard. It's not for everybody, but you can build other things with this. It has 4 batteries in this version, and it lasts for 30 kilometers. And it has 2 motors, but basically the power of this current vehicle is more than double what you actually need. But yeah, I like to exaggerate things. It has a total of 6 horsepower, and if you're familiar with the horsepower, it's very much power, but it's electronically limited now for going 20 kilometers per hour. It's basically, the core of it is based on a longboard from Under Motion, which is an American skateboard manufacturer, and the rest of it is added on top, and it's commercially, it's printed, 3D printed at home with the Ultimaker, which is a normal 3D printer for home use, and then 2 parts are commercially 3D printed, and that are a bracket for the motors and a bracket for the disc brakes. But the rest, it's printable from home, and actually it's open source, so you could actually go to our website and download the models and actually start printing if you have access to a 3D printer. On the way here, actually, I used it, and I was going over like a ramp, something like that, and you know, it doesn't have a high ride height, so you easily hit things. But this is a prototype, and you can do it in a different setup with different wheels and other things like that.